Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Steven here. The day after Manchester City's very satisfying 2-1 victory against PSG. Oh, it was good. It was real good. As good as all you guys as well. 59,000. Thank you so much. Less than 1,000 to get us to 60k. So please do hit that subscribe button. I'd love to get there before the end of the year. Let's get to 60k. It'd be massive. As is, of course, OneFootball. OneFootball is absolutely fantastic. And if you want all the stats and information from Manchester City's brilliant performance last night, of course, that is the place to go. You can download it right now in the link in the description. You go to the description, click that link, it'll download to your phone, or you can get your phone out if you're on your desktop and just scan that QR code next to my face, and that will also get to download to your phone. You get all your Manchester City news, you get all your news from across the world of football in general, and also it helps support me, and I massively appreciate it. So go and do me a big favour, download OneFootball right now. You will not regret it, I promise you. Also, I want to say thank you as well to my latest patron, Saeed Abbas. I think I chatted to Saeed last night as well on the Fan View Live, which you can go and watch, of course. Saeed's on there. I can't remember how far through, towards the end, I reckon. But Saeed's on there. Top bloke. Thank you so much, Saeed, for supporting me with the $10 Patreon tier. It really does mean a lot and helps me do this for a living. And I really appreciate that you guys all enjoy the content. So thank you so much. Patreon.com/Esteemed Company if you want to help support the channel a little bit. No worries, of course. If you can't financially, don't worry about it. Just hit that like button and give this video a like and a comment and subscribe. That would be really appreciated. And we're going to start with the most obvious place to start after a performance like that. We're fucking brilliant. We're absolutely brilliant. Manchester City are a fantastic football side. And last night, and the Everton game, and the Chelsea game, and the United game, they were just a pleasure to witness. They were genuinely a pleasure to witness. And I'm seeing a trend recently of watching Manchester City play and just marvelling at the football on display. And that's the thing that I really enjoy about this club right now, is that I really just enjoy the football. It's honestly that good. It's honestly... It's just so intensely intelligent. And what I mean by that is that you can tell that these players know exactly what they're doing, and they've been allowed to play with a relative freedom as well at the same time, you know. The players moving around, it's like a beautiful dance of football, the way that they glide around the pitch, and they go at teams with so many different ways of getting in behind them. I absolutely love it. And we've got a bunch of highly technical players, all with the utmost faith in the system, and that is obviously a credit to Guardiola as well. But this side right now, obviously, it all depends on what we achieve. But if we carry on being as good as we are, who knows what we could achieve with this team. It's definitely not going to be for a lack of quality as well. But right now, anyway, to me, it was really striking how much better we are than PSG. They are a collection of very talented individuals, but they are not a great team. They are not a great team by any stretch of the imagination. And of course, that comes down to Guardiola and the certain kind of players that they buy as well. PSG not being always conducive to a team working environment. But what I do know is that we are the antithesis of that. We are a bunch of players who all feed into that same one goal, and it's just an honour to witness the intelligent football, the movement, the brilliant bits of skill, the lovely passes, the angles, the ease that they pass it around their opponents. I just enjoy watching it, man. I enjoy watching it. As a football fan, first and foremost, it's an honour that this is our team, you know. I love it. I absolutely love it. Second thing that we learned is that Jesus saves. Jesus, man, what a player. I love him. What I love about football sometimes is when the underdog takes the headlines, and it's easy for De Bruyne to take the headlines, or Phil Foden, these exciting players. But Jesus hasn't really been the superstar in that same sense, even though he's a very good footballer and always has been, even if he has had his struggles in front of goal. Jesus has always been very much the backup man. You know, he's been a squad player, sometimes started, but often never really nailed down a starting slot, but he's always been an important, likeable player, and he's always been the kind of person that I want around a squad, simply because you know what you're going to get from him. A very good footballer who will make himself involved, even though he may not always be great in front of goal. His work rate, his touch, his desire, his link-up play, his intelligence, once again, it's infectious. It really is. And Jesus last night came off the bench. Of course, he was involved with the first goal, a slight deflection off him, which led to the equaliser. But overall, his involvement was fantastic. Then, of course, the winning goal. And that's not even rare for him in this competition. That's the thing that I really love about it. This is what he does in this competition. 19 goals in 34 Champions League games, and some big goals as well. You think of his performances against Real Madrid, for example. Jesus just loves this competition, as does Mahrez as well, for example. And he's really good. I think, honestly, we should give him a go as a striker. I know we've been there before, but we've never been there before in this situation where there's unequivocally no real great option as a striker. Aguero was meant to be the man, of course, in previous years, and he was, of course, but then he was injured last season. But we never really told Jesus, this is your time. And I'm not against that idea. I'm not saying it'll work, but in general, if we said to him, you're going to play through the middle, and you're going to play 20 games as a striker, prove yourself, go score some goals, give them that confidence. We know he'll work hard, so there'll be no lack of effort. I don't see the negative to that personally. We'll see. But either way, I do love the guy. Like I love these two. I've just put down perfect fullback pairing because they are. I wanted to do a bit about Kyle Walker, but then I realised I wanted to talk about Cancelo at the same time. So I'm just going to talk about them both during this point. They are fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic. That's the best way I can put it there. Kyle Walker last night. I think Kyle Walker's evolved into his final form. I genuinely think at the moment he's playing his best ever football in a Manchester City shirt, and therefore probably in his career as well. Because right now Kyle Walker, he's got all that physicality still, which marks him out as an insane athlete, of course. Genuinely just a freak of nature when it comes to his pure athleticism. He's absolutely immense. But he's got an experience now and a calmness to his game, which I absolutely love. Like, there's a confidence now. He used to look a little bit erratic and a bit skitty, but now he just stands there and he squares up to the players and they look at him and they kind of just turn around and don't bother, because if they do go at him, invariably he takes the ball off them. Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, they kind of all just didn't really go near him, and he had Mbappe and Neymar in his pocket when they went over to his side, and I love that. He's a confidence now to his game where his passing has got better as well, and of course he was involved with the assist for the first goal as well. Everything about his game is just better and more refined and more polished, and he's coming into his prime right now, despite being over 30. And Cancelo, again, it's just such a good balance. You got the absolute defensive ridiculousness of Kyle Walker, and then the mesmeric brilliance of Cancelo. It's so effective, this inverted fullback where he comes in and affects the games. And there's no team better in the world than Manchester City at doing those little kind of lofted diagonal passes over to the back post for a cutback, and that's what Cancelo absolutely specialises in, and he was so good last night once again. And it's just a perfect little pairing, basically. Walker and Cancelo as fullbacks. I never thought we'd have a right footer who'd be a genius at left back, but that's what we've got. And we've got a right speedster who doesn't really need to get forward that much, but when he can, on the rare occasions, he's effective. It's perfect. Genuinely, both fullbacks currently are playing at a world-class level. And honestly, I don't think I've ever seen that in a Manchester City shirt, personally. We've had top-quality fullbacks like Zabra and Micah, and then occasionally Clichy and Colorado, but they've never both played at the same level as a pair, at the same level of this right now. And I've never seen anything like that as a Manchester City fan, and I bloody love it. The fourth thing I love, Bernardo Silva. I put the Silva's goal pun again because I love doing it. Bernardo Silva was epitomised last night when a young kid ran onto the pitch to grab a shirt, and he ran past the likes of Messi, Neymar and Mbappe. And guess who he went to? Mr. Bubblegum, Bernardo Silva. He ran over to Bernardo Silva, who of course gave the little kid his shirt. I loved that kid knowing exactly where to go. Fair play to the young lad. He went to the real superstar on the pitch last night, the unsung hero in many ways. Bernardo Silva, to put it simply, is just world class. He's absolutely complete, absolutely mesmeric, and he put the likes of Neymar, Mbappe and Messi to shame last night. He really did. That's how you put in a team performance. That is how you win your team trophies at the highest level. And obviously Messi knows a thing or two about that, so does Neymar and Mbappe. But I mean, at the club level right now, PSG, they ain't going to do it unless they work, and they're not going to. I'm not preaching how to win trophies to those three. Trust me, I'm not. I realise what I said as soon as I said it out loud. But right now, for PSG's context, they ain't going to do it unless they work really hard. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I don't think I am, because they don't have the desire, where Bernardo Silva goes from strength to strength, and I'm starting to wonder if we can actually convince him to stay. I'm starting to feel like it may be actually possible, genuinely may be possible, because he looks happy. He's playing the best football of his career. He's totally, absolutely accepted this box-to-box role. He's getting forward in effective games as well, in a creative sense, being really, really effective there, and he's also just impeccably good defensively, as we know, and Rodri behind him allows him that freedom as well to get forward a little bit. I love it. I love him. And the final thing, I want to talk about just our squad depth again, because last night there was panic stations when people saw that lineup. I wasn't nervous, and I'm not just saying that. I said that on the live stream beforehand. But it's worth repeating some things sometimes, because it's worth reminding ourselves just how far we've come, because I think we forget that there's basically no bad footballers at Manchester City Football Club. Maybe the one guy who's not involved in the squad now for horrific reasons, thankfully. But other than that, we just have a very good bunch of footballers. And when Zinchenko slotted into midfield last night, I wasn't surprised that he looked a natural there, and City played great football in the first half. Obviously, he came off to make way for a more attacking lineup, which made sense, but he was still good there. And of course, it didn't matter that we didn't have De Bruyne, Foden and Grealish, because we had the rest of them, Sterling and Mahrez and Jesus and Bernardo and Gundogan, and it's just wonderful, isn't it? I genuinely love it. I can't believe we get to watch these players be that good, and we know that they can just slot in, and it can be more or less be a flawless and seamless transition. 3 of our very best attackers not involved, and it didn't really matter. We were still absolutely impeccable. And this squad depth that we've got is a testament, I guess, to how Guardiola motivates these players. It's a testament as well to the recruitment. Fair play to Cheeky and Ferran and Omar and all that kind of stuff. They've made a really good squad for Guardiola. But right now, I think they're all playing with a desire to get into the team, and everyone's kind of there on merit. And it used to be that there was really obvious starting positions for some players, and there is to an extent, but even Diaz knows if he doesn't play well, Laporte will take his place. If Cancelo has some bad games, Zinchenko will come in because he's played there a lot before. If Rodri knows he can be dropped because he was so ruthlessly in the Champions League last season, Bernardo and Gundogan, they won't feel secure because De Bruyne is there, Grealish is there, and all that kind of stuff. They're secure right now because they're playing so well. But the point is, the squad is so focused at the moment and so finely tuned. Right now, we're in a very, very, very good place, and I bloody love it. Absolutely love it. Manchester City 2, PSG 1. A fantastic game of football, and they are the 5 things that I took from this game. Let me know down in the comments, of course, what you made of last night's game. You can go check out the Fan View Live, of course, where I chatted to some of you guys via StreamYard, and it was great fun. And of course, my immediate match reaction, if you want to. I was a very happy man. I was a happy boy. Don't forget as well to like this video, hit the subscribe button, get me to 60k. Less than 1,000 left now to get there. We can do it before Christmas would be great. And of course, download OneFootball. And thank you once again to Saeed Abbas, my latest patron, and of course my patron producer Scott Denemy. You're all legends. Love you all loads. In a bit.